Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey, tea sippers. I hope you guys are doing good today. I hope you guys miss me like I missed y'all, honey, okay? Child, I needed a break. I had to disappear for a whole week. Just got back from the Carnival cruise ship. We had an amazing time. We went out to the Bahamas. Oh my goodness, it was a ball, okay? A time was had. I'm going to talk about that more in another video. I'm going to do a live stream most likely tomorrow because I'm still kind of resting. But I'm also trying to bring y'all some tea because I know it's been about a week and everybody's been like, T, where are you at? Where you at? Child, we ain't had no Wi-Fi like that, no internet connection. We were basically just enjoying the presence of being around each other and being in a different environment. But like I said, I'm going to spill the tea on that later. But anyhow, what I found out, okay, when we did get a little bit of Wi-Fi, that Remy Ma and Papoose, child, they were going at it. I'm like, what in the love after lockup is going on here, okay? I mean, remember when Papoose supposedly held Remy Ma down and, you know, the whole Black Love brand? And then we found out, you know, earlier this year that he was supposedly a terrorizer behind the scenes, okay? So it's a lot to unpack. This is probably going to be a long video, but I want to break it down for folks who have been waiting for my breakdown. I appreciate y'all, honey. So what went down from what I see is that basically Clarissa went on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about, you know, how she met Papoose and her love for Papoose and how, you know, she wants to start a family with him. And a lot of folks are saying that that is what triggered Remy Ma. They're saying that Remy Ma is old, she's bitter, and she's jealous of Clarissa and Papoose's relationship, child.
When the love is genuine, you can tell it's a different feel. Babyface was right on that song. She got that with her. Like a role player. I be getting steals and I pay for it in full. We don't split the bill. This ain't that fake vibe that you used to. Nah, this shit is real. I'm so allergic to fake people. I need some Benadryl. If we were slaves, y'all would be house niggas. We in the field. She fight for the people. George Floyd. Olympic winner, first female boxer to get a medal. So much motion that she be moving while she be sitting still. It's a heavyweight title. They gonna say it's still.
So I want y'all to go ahead and watch this snippet from The Breakfast Club, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
And I was like, oh shit, he came to the fight. That's what's up. But I could tell, like, you said, how did I know he was the one? So strange. So I came here to the Breakfast Club last year, and he kept saying he wants to go out to eat. When I come to New York, he wants to take me out to eat. And I was just like, why? What do you want to go out to eat for? Like, what's up? And we had been texting back and forth and stuff like that. But he's not hard to read, but he's very, like, private throughout the text. And so he like, I just want to talk to you in person. So when we talked in person, that's when I was like, dang, I kind of like this dude. And he just was like so kind, so nice. And I think we had a conversation before, like, do you like bad boys or good boys? I like a good guy. Don't be all that nonchalant, stuck up, you the prize. Get the hell away from me, please.
Knock nigga out, act like that, don't you?
You messy. People think I hate my men. I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Have you though?
Come on now.
You said there's some things he needs to handle. What do you mean by that?
Say it again.
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
I don't know.
In his personal life.
Oh,
yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Like, but that takes time, and like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking, and we're FaceTiming, and you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a situation, and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Does that hold you? Does that keep you from like giving your all?
No. No, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like, it's still has to get taken care of. But like, you know, once again, it's not. It's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not married. You know. So yeah, that'll get handled. But still, at the same time, I've been like, I'm such a secure woman when it like comes to him, because he's proven it to me. Like I was when somebody is just truthful with you from the beginning, there is no secrets. There is just, hey, this is what it is, and do you accept or do you not accept? That's kind of what it was. And he's been truthful from the beginning, and we fell asleep on the phone for 3-4 months of us first getting together. So for us to fall asleep on a regular night and then to wake up to chaos in the morning was like, oh shit.
I say that's how we found out, because y'all was on the damn phone.
But that had been going on for 3-4 months. And that wasn't just at night. We talked from sun up to sundown. Yeah. So that, like I said, that's what shocked me, because I was like, oh hell, what the heck? Because if we go to sleep on the phone for 4 months every night, and the phone is saying it's 4 hours, 3 hours, whatever hours on the phone, you don't think that one day you're gonna wake up to that, you know? So that's what threw me off. But
all right, so you guys just heard what Clarissa had to say about the situation. You know, she's given her all, even though this man is still married. She wants him to handle that. But she also feels like, you know, he was honest with her from jump, and, you know, she's willing to commit to him, and she wants children, and she made sure to reiterate that she's only 30. So anyhow, once this went viral, Remy Ma then decided to go online and basically air it all out. She went off for about an hour long. So I'm going to go ahead and play out these clips.
I'm not going outside, because I'm not sitting here telling y'all everything that happened. That in a marriage, if you've never been married, you understand? If you've never been married, you wouldn't understand the bond that's supposed to be between two people. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand, hold on, what you say? Listen. I know what people care about. That man, he cares about what y'all think. I don't care about what y'all think. Like, unfortunately, not trying to be funny. I appreciate my fans and people that are actually my fans and that love me. You understand? But I don't care what people think. Can't nobody with a revolving door on a coochie tell me I'm for the streets. I've been with the same man. I was with the same man for almost 20 years. Can't nobody tell me I'm for the street and make me feel some type of way? Are you crazy? Can't nobody tell me, oh, you fumbled it. It's so funny watching people like, you had a good husband. He's only had one wife. The only person that can tell y'all if he's a good husband or not. And when he was, I told y'all that. I told y'all. When shit was cool, when shit was all right, when it was what I thought it was, I just kept it a bean. When it wasn't, I ain't say nothing. I dealt with it. I ain't never met a bitch. I've been waiting for somebody to just use a little bit of common sense. I ain't never met a female who has a perfect dude that takes care of her, helps her financially, emotionally, physically, is there for you, treat you like this wonderful thing, right? And you just say, you know what? I don't care. Fuck this whole shit. Who does that? Nobody. Oh, everyone looks so much happier now. Girl, man, don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. The fuck? I literally told him, every time your current come up says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'ma drag you. And I haven't even been dragging them. Bad enough, you got my daughter's mom out here looking crazy because you refuse to tell people, hey, me and Rem haven't even slept in the same bed since May 2022. You don't want to tell nobody that. You were so wrapped up in the whole black love thing. That was your thing. That was the only thing you had. And I realized that. And I respected that. You know what? I don't need to be out here telling people you ain't this and you ain't got this and you ain't doing this and you ain't that. Whoever get you, they'll see. They'll see. I seen one of these. She was like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she outed me? Well, why she outed me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I needed that. I was being told, you want me out? You want me out? Call police. Call police. Call your brother. Call your brother. Like, what? I'm not calling nobody. I'm not calling nobody over here to try to get them. First of all, the people you telling me to call, they got love for you. They look at you as family. Jason Lee, what? Nah. I'm tired of anybody that I sit next to. Oh, that's her new boyfriend. Oh, she's on boyfriend number 4. How the fuck I'm gonna have a boyfriend when I have a lawyer? I have a lawyer. She has been retained since last year. Because the original plan was like, you know what? You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do. We said we was going to raise our daughter a certain way. You know, and we going to figure out how to live in the same house and whatever. But then, motherfuckers felt like they could control what I do, but do whatever they want to do. When niggas tried to do, when it came to my event and make a fucking scene, if y'all really look back, this didn't come from me. I'm not pushing, Jason, I'm not pushed to the edge. I'm sitting on my couch waiting for the laundry people that come and pick up the laundry and wash it and fold it and bring it back, waiting for them to come, and waiting for the pool people to come clean the pool, because I'm letting the girls have a pool party for Memorial Weekend. I'm cool. I'm a mother. I'm with my daughter all the time. I don't just pick her up once a month, if that, and then run to social media and post it to make it seem like I'm the parent of the year. I've seen my daughter more than 3 times this year. I see every day. She's here. Nobody's taking my phone. She's here. Okay? I'm not, and let's be clear, nobody's scared of nobody. All of that tough talk, nobody, all that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like, nobody, there should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop. You understand what I'm saying? There's no ill feelings on either side. And I'm not emotional. I'm not. I'm very calm. And when I call him, I'm like, yo, why don't you do this and this? We don't got to be like this. Bad enough, one day, my daughter's going to get older because my son is already grown. All of our other kids, I don't even know if they're my kids anymore because, you know, all of our other kids, they're grown. They're the same age as your girl. You know, they're the same age. DJ was born in 95. She was born in 96. So I know how to deal with people of this age. You understand? Like, I'll be like, damn, like, call me. Like, if you ever really want to have a hard talk, I'm not even going to bash nobody. I'll tell you the truth. Somebody said, first of all, it's not about loving somebody, hating somebody, giving somebody, niggas got clout because of you. Listen, I know what I needed to do. There was no way. It's my house because I paid for it. All 1.3 million, whatever it was, I paid in cash with my name on it only. So yes, You understand? And if you're the one, I take care of the kid, I take care of it, so I stay here. You go, you move over here. You moved on, great. I'm trying to understand, what's the holdup? What's the holdup? Who's holding what up? Who's holding what up? I had my lawyer call, like, yo, we sent them the email, right? Yes. He gave his lawyer information? Yeah, you got it. You called him, right? What did she say? She said he hasn't retained her yet. If you don't go pay that lady, I said, okay, maybe it's not there. Maybe, hey, guess what? It could save both of us some money. We don't gotta have all our business out there. We don't have to do all of these things. I paid my lawyer already. Let's get a mediator. I don't want nothing. I'm not asking for child support, spousal support. I don't want no cars. I don't want no crib. I don't want nothing. I'm not giving nobody anything that there's neither. I'm lying. I did ask for my jury. I'm missing some jury. I'm missing some jury. I've been asking for my jury back for a long time. Oh, you play with police? You went to the police? I went to the police and filed a complaint about my missing jury that I have insurance on. Like, what? What are you talking about? Or you could just give it to me and then that'll be the end of that. Because when I asked, I said, like, yo, babe, like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Basically, I'm literally just saying, hey, that's it. It doesn't have to be nothing. It don't got to be nothing. I literally let people say that, oh, infidelity ain't have nothing to do with our breakup. You know that. Because guess what? I'm such a real one. I know the procedure when somebody goes to prison. I know the procedure. So it was never about infidelity. When I came home and I went straight through that phone immediately. I know what was up. When I had to fight baby mothers at mother-in-law's houses on Thanksgiving, I knew that girl wasn't lying about what she was saying was going on while I was saying. I knew she wasn't lying. I just was mad. I knew she wasn't lying, though. If we keeping it a bean, I knew she wasn't lying. But what I don't like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm chilling. Well, I know he's telling you over there, right? Who called who babe? No. Nobody called nobody babe. Be clear. When did I say babe? Y'all don't even start on that. Basically, that's what I said. But y'all didn't know about the fights that I had to fight baby mothers on Thanksgiving, right? In niggas' houses. Y'all don't know about, because I'm not no corny ass bitch. That's why. Oh, she's this, she's a narcissist, she's a cheater, she's a this. You saying he not bringing nothing to the net, but he's sitting there allowing someone else to bring it to the net. That's what he's doing. I have a problem with that. I'm trying to be amicable and do mediation, do this. Now I don't care. Like, haven't cared. I don't care. Like, there's always going to be some type of, I try to maintain some decorum, some level of respect. Like, how am I refusing to anything? I can literally, right here, call my lawyer right now. Right now. How am I refusing to sign something? You don't even got a lawyer and retainer. Oh, I just called my lawyer. I got a meeting with her on Saturday. What are y'all meeting for? Can I be there? And we can just have everything done? Mariah Lynn, shut the fuck up, you the realest. Shut up, because you be doing mad little oppie shit too. Don't start with me today. Yeah, you just caught a stray. The fuck? Like, what y'all talking about? Y'all keep talking. I I don't mess with people. I'm not gonna be with anybody because of what they have. I like people because of how they treat me. Okay? And if I'm with somebody, they treat me great. Y'all don't know what a downgrade is. A downgrade. Why? Because somebody not on who y'all think. Because I know bitches that fuck with niggas that's billionaires, and the nigga won't buy them a cup of soup. Okay? So be careful what a downgrade is. And even if the money shit, like you can only when people talk about how much money they got and how rich they are, and this, I just be laughing. You could only fool broke people to think that you got more money than what you have. Because people who really got it be looking at you like, stop, like please, just stop. Like just stop. Like what are y'all talking about? Like nobody's realer than me. Like nobody. Even this right here. I'm looking. Oh, what is this? 4,300 people here. Cause y'all want to hear what's going. Like this is not. Shouldn't even have to be here. When you been. I literally was with the same person from when I was in my 20s, 24. Met them. Well, I'm not gonna say the second that I met them. Like that's what. But 25, 26. Absolutely. I got married when I was 27 years old. Okay. If anybody ran into niggas the other day when they were sad, it was because it was my anniversary. And I was trying to get things out. I looked like, yo, could we not go into another year of this? Could you just... And it has nothing to do... Anybody's like, oh, you could just... I can just go and be like, here. But you know what that is? Addresses become public information. Certain issues and shit that happens that becomes public information. Why we got why? Like I never thought in a million years, like, yo, all right, cool. Let's just say we do not be together one day. You the whole ops? Really? You really? I don't care. I don't care how old somebody is, 25, 35, 40. I don't care about none of that. None of that has anything to do with me. I just don't understand why when every time somebody has something to promote, talk about that. Talk about whatever your endeavor is that you have coming up. It's so easy. It is so... The same publicist that y'all use to push stories out, that's the same publicist that before you walk into the room, you say, hey, anything about Ram, anything about this, I don't want to talk about that. Do you understand? I'm not walking around here parading anybody around or doing this and that with anybody because it's not done. It's not cool. It's not right. For like it's if you're wifey material, right? Let me cook for a minute, right? That's what's the true person? That's what you say. Let me cook for a minute, right? If you're wifey material, the person that wants you to be their wife will then disassociate themselves on every level from every other person that they're with and make you their wife. I know, because I've been there before. You understand? They're not going to have you out here being called a side bitch, a mistress, or any of these other things, and making you think they're telling you the truth. And that let me guess, I'm keeping my daughter away. I would never, and let be clear, I would never ever. My lawyer will tell you guys, I don't want full custody. Nothing. The custody is joint down the middle. I ain't make her by myself. I paid for her to be here by myself because we did that IVF. I paid for it by myself, but I ain't make her by myself. You think I'm gonna be stuck and trapped down and can't go nowhere and can't do nothing, can't do this? Like, come get her. Come pick her up. Yes, come on. Stop. King Riz, that's your name? King Riz. How you know? Where you getting that from? From what you've seen in the blogs? Because I haven't been talking. Because I'm not supposed to. Anybody that told a lie or anything was to protect me, the person who was supposed to protect me, the only thing that ever even was put out. I've been being threatened. I'll put out videos of you having sex. I'll put out video. Please get me lit. Get me lit. Please get me lit. Put out my sex tape. Please get me lit. Like what? You think that I was able to do everything I was because the box trash? It's not. You think my visit? Well, that's another thing I don't like. Oh, she was held down while she was in jail. I was who I was when I went to prison. My royalty check still came in. I gave power of attorney so that they could write checks and go on my account and do this. I was buying Christmas gifts, not just for my son, for 3 other children that I was still getting to know. Yeah. Yes, I was paying rent in a house that I paid rent in at least 3 different apartments that I never seen a day in my life. And you know what I came home to? I have shit. I have $1 when I came home. I loved though, and I was okay with that. Because I know me, I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder, I know I'm going to get it. I always got it out the mud, I know I'm going to get it. And I was okay with that. You know what? Sit back, let me do this. You understand? The people at Love and Hip Hop, one executive in particular who I heard was doing this behind the scenes recently. Can't believe you. That was crazy. How you want to be talking crazy like y'all ain't see me? Like y'all ain't see me taking 15, 20, 25,000 off of my fee to put it on that, or to put it on his fee. Raise Jace. When did somebody raise my son? What? My son lives with his father for a year or 2 while I was away, and with my mother, who the entire time I was sending the money from jail, sending boxes of sneakers, boxes of underclothes. Like, stop, don't ever play with me, y'all. Stop playing with me. I told you, and this is not, I'll be very clear, I'm not angry, I'm not upset. This is not an attack on this woman, his current comment, because that I went through. I have the police footage, the cam, when everything went left 2 days before my daughter's 6th birthday, of him trying to kick my window in because I was in that car with his phone like this, sending every, because I don't go, I'm not a bitch that go through niggas' phones. You understand? My phone gets gone through all the time. Imagine remodeling your kitchen, spending about $150,000 by yourself, remodeling your kitchen, and the workers keep coming, you showing you little recording devices that was hidden everywhere. Like, what? What? I don't have to speak on what the fuck I'm doing. That's none of y'all. I never seen people so invested in what another woman or person is doing with their private parts. I don't speak on what that man is doing. I have an extensive list, but like I said, it was never infidelity because I knew what was up when I got locked up. I knew what it was. You know, I was so unbelievable that nobody could believe that motherfuckers held it down for 7-8 years, because it's unbelievable. That's why nobody could believe it. Because I'm not gonna be with somebody because they take care of me. I'm not gonna, because they can take care of me, or because they have money, or because they have fame. I'm going to be with the person that is good to me, that opens my door, that sees that I'm stressed out and going through something, and goes and buys me a little bracelet that says, "You got this," engraved in it. Like, what? Y'all keep saying, but you cheated. Why? Because that's what the internet told y'all? Because I didn't have to come on and tell y'all when me and my husband stopped sleeping in the same bed. I didn't have to come on here and tell. This is what I would like. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll pay for it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to pay for it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. Stop making these people think that I'm stopping you or anybody from being happy. I want to be 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 able to walk out. I literally had somebody, I swear to you, somebody came up and was like, just stay strong, girl. I'm like, wait, what's going on out here? Ain't nobody weak. Ain't nobody weak. I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start your shit, like, yeah. We not touching on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up, if that's really the case.
Honey, when I tell you she went on for another 40 minutes, I had to stop. I was like, okay, I'm done. So obviously, Clarissa's Breakfast Club interview got to her. Now, she's saying that she has been filed for divorce. She has the divorce papers. They've been waiting for Papoose to sign them. Well, after this video of her ranting for an hour long on Instagram Live went viral, Papoose took to his own Instagram, and this is what he wrote, okay? He says, this was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? Hashtag pump faking. The only reason I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When two individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully and privately. And that was my intentions. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, it turns into a circus, which can lead into an embarrassment for my child. You lied for an hour straight, but the actions speak louder than lies. You just called me yesterday trying to get back with me, and I said no, okay? So once again, Papoose is talking, and it looks like, it says here, New Jersey courts, your filing has been successfully submitted. Below are the details for your reference. And so it looks like he paid a $325 filing fee. He's bringing receipts. So I'm not sure what's going on with Remy Ma, but she said that she had already filed, but had she filed already, he couldn't have filed either. So this is very confusing and it's sad. Maybe Remy Ma's attorneys didn't do their job, because how was he able to file if she already had paperwork waiting for him to sign? So this is just becoming very messy. So of course, after this went viral with him posting the divorce papers, Papoose then decided to jump online and tell his side. So y'all go on ahead and listen to this.
First and foremost, everybody who know me, let's keep it 100. Everybody who know me, you know I don't do this. I don't do none of this corniness. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Everybody who know me, y'all know my style. She came on here claiming that, oh, everybody, I don't do this. Yes, you do. This is exactly the only thing you do. You know what I mean? Normally, I wouldn't even entertain this, but the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she tried to put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing, because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. Blatantly, I went to pick my daughter up from school. When I went to pick my daughter up from school, Diamond was picking my daughter up because that's who has my daughter all the time. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with her because all my daughter know is mommy and daddy. She was raised with both parents. That's all she know from day one since the womb. Our entire lives has been documented. What goes on with these celebrities is they like when y'all come on their page and y'all like they posts. They like when y'all spend y'all money on their concerts, on their music. They like when y'all make them rich. So y'all become fans and y'all follow the journey of these celebrities for years and years and years, right? As y'all follow the journey of these celebrities, you basically become a part of their life because you've been following them for 10 years, 15 years sometimes. You've been a fan of a celebrity or artist. But soon as something happens, the first thing they say to the fans is, you don't know me, right? Soon as something get out there bad that they don't want you to know about, the first thing they say is, oh, you don't know my life? Yes, they do. They know y'all know us very well. And the reason why I'm saying that is because don't allow none of these celebrities to fool you. When you hear a rumor that comes out, it's true. We are human, just like y'all, the audience, the supporters, the fans. So now you have a person here who life has been documented for decades through the fans watching us, seeing when she got incarcerated. Watch me visit her every day for a year straight. Watch me bring her 35 pounds of food a month. Watch me hold her down. Watch me in the courtroom getting into altercations with court officers over her. Witness when she came home. Witness me go build the anticipation for her to come out of prison. Had a different artist do a drop every single day. Oh, the queen is coming. The return of the queen. Right? All the fans witnessed this. Witnessed her come home. Witnessed us have the big wedding ceremony. Followed our entire journey. Never trust a celebrity who erased their Instagram. You ever notice I never erased nothing on my page? All you gotta do is scroll down. The same page that she utilized today to lie for an hour straight and tell all these fabricated stories, the same page I created. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. We'll get back to that later. I went to pick my daughter up from school. There's a young lady who was picking my daughter up from school. And I notified her, hey, I called her. I said, hey, I'm coming to pick her up. I picked up my daughter, gave her a hug, gave her a kiss. And show things you do when you see your child. Embrace my child. And I had to go take care of something that day. So after I see my daughter, I just wanted to see her and hug her because everything had been going on. I hadn't seen her in a little while. After I left, I think the next day or next two went by. She contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school. What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why? Because she's never there with my daughter. She is never there with my child. And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter, not only due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on, but the fact that while you was running out here cheating with this lame, not only cheating with this lame, you allowed him to destroy your entire life. You use you talking this money talk, you use all of your money, and I want y'all to know this. Because I know a lot of people, I don't want to come across as I'm upset. But you know what? I am upset. You know why I'm upset? Because you mentioned my children. You had the audacity to mention my children, and you had the audacity. Can y'all hear me? Because some people complaining about the audio. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me now? If you can hear me, let me know. There's a few people saying they can't hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm not covering the mic. Y'all saying I'm covering the mic. I let it go now. It's good? Brooklyn Jad in here. Jad, can you hear me? All right, now, yes. Okay, cool. Like I said earlier, for those who just came on the live, everybody who know me, and I'm talking about speaking with my actions, I don't do this. I don't clout chase. I never come on social media talking about anything. Even when I got stabbed in my back. Even when I got stabbed in my back by the person that I moved mountains for, fought battles, did everything, was super loyal to. I still didn't slander you. I still didn't say nothing. I just kept it moving. But you had the audacity to mention my children. So since you want to mention my children, and that I can't let ride. A lot of people like, yo, Pat, that's not you. Don't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? People see through it. She's bitter. She's miserable. Yeah, that's a fact. But you mentioned my children, and that I'm not letting ride. So with that being said, you abandoned my child for months. For days at a time. Knowing she had to go to school the next day, knowing I had to go to work the next day, since you want to get up on you and say, oh, you don't have a job. Because, when I got the executive position at TuneCore initially, knowing I had to go to work the next day, knowing my daughter had to go to school, you stayed out with the lane. You stayed out with the lane. You want to talk, and you stayed out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Tears. Also, she wanted to talk about all of this money talk and all of this and what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth. And with me saying that, I want to say this to y'all. Anyone who has an iPhone, you know how iPhones work. When I was younger, I used to be able to write rhymes in my head, create rhymes in my head, and remember them. Just like that. As time went on, I got a little older, I started to write rhymes in my email draft. Now, if you have an iPhone, you go in your email draft. If anybody come around me, and we're in the flesh next to each other, I can type in any word from one of her songs, and her entire rap will come up. The entire verse will come up. I never asked for a penny. I never asked for credit. She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pat behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it. I didn't need the credit. All I wanted her to do was win. Wrote the rhymes, did the contracts, security, the whole shit. So you fabricating these stories, and it's very weird that you're talking all of this money talk, but in your background, it's everything that I bought. All of the utilities are in my name. So all of this fabrication about, oh, he don't pay no bills, oh, he don't do this, he don't do that. If you analyze her life, the whole thing is about all of this money talk. Why? Because she wants y'all to think that she's this big shot. I don't need to come up here and perpetrate no fraud like I'm a big shot, like I'm this and I'm that. For the simple fact that I speak with my actions. You want to talk about black love? Anybody who follow me, they know I've always been pro-black and had knowledge of self since I was a teenager. So I've represented that since I came in the door before I even knew you. Okay? So don't ever talk about black love. And, what else she said? I got to remember. So, first and foremost, very bipolar, very delusional. This is a person who will sit in front of you. She will post that live, and she'll say later, I didn't do that. I wasn't on live. You'll be sitting there like, huh? She will say something to you, and 10 minutes later say, I never said that. Very bipolar. And I don't want to talk bad about her, man. That's something that I never wanted to do. That's why when this took place, When she first got caught cheating with the lame, I brought it to her attention. I said, first of all, I couldn't even believe that she was stooped that low because he's such a cornball. Y'all see it, y'all say it yourself. I'm like, yo, there's no way it's this nigga. Because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, damn, who is this nigga? Because, you know, we were living a normal, peaceful life, raising our child like we planned to, and she started to move real strange. So in the process of her moving strange, it became stranger and stranger, worse and worse. So I said, damn, I got to see what's going on. What the hell is going on? I started to do my research. As I did my research, I found out she was cheating with the lame. So once I find out, I brings it to her attention. I said, mind you, I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. Like I told y'all before, the reason I knocked him out was because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife. It's a difference. But let me tell y'all this. So I bring it to her attention that I found out that she's sleeping with the lame. She tells me, him? Why him? Why him out of all people? Not Goods? Not Hitman? My word is my bond is my life. I should give my life before my word shall fail. This was her exact words. Him? Why would I deal with him? I said, Rem, I know you're dealing with the lame. I know it. First and foremost, how it first fell on my radar that she was cheating with the nigga, he was running his mouth and it came back to me. They said, yo, Pat, this nigga out here telling niggas he fucking your wife. I said, word. So I did a little bit more research, connect a couple more dots. I finds out. She tells me this. Okay, I finds out. Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vow. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sick and for health, sickness and health. You know what I'm saying? Better for worse, or death to us part. So you try to work through things. Anybody out there who's married, y'all understand. So I found out she cheating with the lame. I bring it to her attention. Of course, we have an altercation, like basically argument back and forth or whatever transpired, right? Okay. She decides, and I decide that we're going to go to therapy. But she brings it to my attention, to be honest. She said, I think we should do therapy. I said, okay. Even though I'm private and I don't like to speak to people about my personal business, that was a very, very difficult thing for me to do. But I said, you know what? Let's do the therapy. We go to the therapist. The therapist's first question is, do you guys want a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. So when she comes on live and say, we haven't slept in the bed since 2022, and to make it seem like and fabricate a story like we had some agreement, you such a liar. There was no agreement. When I found out you was with the lame, you denied it. You shitted on him. Basically said, yo, why would I be with him? Why do you think I would be with him? And then you wanted to go to therapy. So check it out now. Check it out. So when we go to therapy, the therapist says, do y'all want to get a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. I'm going to be honest. Because honestly, I didn't want to not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old. I love all my kids the same. But when you have children, and everyone knows that about me. Everybody who know me, y'all know my character. Y'all know her character. Very rude, very disrespectful, not just to me, to everyone. But that speaks volumes. I didn't want to we planned to raise her with both parents. That was the plan. So I did not want to not live under the same roof with my little girl. I was there from the moment she came out of the womb, and I intended, and I always told her, I want to be there to the moment we take her to her prom. When she graduates high school, college, get her degrees, I want to be there to take my daughter to her prom. And I told her that. So I never wanted to leave from under the roof with my baby. That's why I stayed around for this nonsense. And I don't want to go away from the point. Okay, so we did the therapy. The therapist said, gave us that option. We both said we want to work it out. She said, this is the plan. I'm going to give y'all a plan to work it out. She said, Pap, because like I told y'all previously, once I seen that she was cheating, like she was moving real strange, I'm talking about leaving for hours at a time. Every time I questioned it, it was a lie, just strange behavior. So once I noticed that she was moving strange, I started to do my research. So the therapist said, because she told the therapist, mind you, she got all these lies to y'all about me. The only thing she told the therapist was, oh, he doesn't trust me. He's going to keep looking behind me and trying to, find out what I'm doing. But the only reason why I was looking behind her is because she was moving strange. So I agreed to, not show distrust or whatever. And the therapist told her, Remy, since you're saying that it's only business with this dude moving forward, but y'all have a last event coming up, after this event, you're going to cut all ties with this individual. This is what the therapist said. She said, Pap, because I told Rem back then, before I even clipped him, I said, when I catch son, I'm putting him down. I'm putting him down. He violated, you know what I'm saying? And what I noticed, when I found out, I noticed that every time me and her stepped out and made an appearance, he'd go post on his gram, do little sucker shit. He'd go make a post on his story about us. So I'm watching this. Mind you, y'all, I'm not saying nothing the whole time. I know this nigga sleeping with my wife, but I ain't saying nothing. Feel me? I'm like, I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't saying nothing. Son doing sucker shit on the gram. That's cool. I ain't paying that no mind. We go to therapy. The therapist come up with the plan. We put the plan together. The therapist said she has this event coming up at Sony Hall, which was the battle between him and Hitman. She said, you can go to the event, right? But don't knock him. Don't do nothing to this individual. She said, I said, I'm going to go to the event. I'm going to fall back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do nothing. After the event, she's supposed to leave the dude alone. Right? I go to the hold on a second, man. Give me 1 second. I don't know what I'm going to do. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. One second, y'all. Okay, back to the subject of the matter. So I go to the event. It's the battle with him and Hitman. Everybody there. Everybody remember that event. Y'all notice I never came on the stage, right? Never came on the stage, stayed in the crowd, fell back. Watched the entire little week battle, whatever, you know what I'm saying? On his behalf, because he trash. Watch him do his little trash battle. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm watching it, I never did nothing. When we left the battle, I went home with my daughter. She went home with the lame. Went home with the lame. Okay. She came home. She went home with the lane, stayed out all night, came home probably like the next morning. When she came home, after that, the baby is there. I ain't tripped. Kept it moving, kept raising my daughter, kept it pushing. A couple days go by, things a little peaceful around the crib. I reach out to the therapist, let her know what transpired. We went to the event, everything was everything. After those couple days, me, her, and my daughter, we all sleep in the same room. We go to bed. I'm saying it's bedtime. We sleep together in the same bed every night. As we're sleeping in the bed, I fall asleep. My daughter's in the middle of us. So it's two beds in our room now at this time because she started doing weird things around the crib or whatever. So me, her, and my daughter in the same bed. It's another bed over there. I wake up. It's just me and my daughter in the bed. So I get up. I see her in the other bed. So I go over to the other bed. And as I go to the other bed, I notice that her phone is on. When I pick up the phone, I see the lame on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay. She on the phone with the lame. So after that, I woke her up. Hey, what's going on? This what you doing in here? This is what we doing? She started lying again, fabricating, this, that, and the third. Long story short, she kept cheating with the lane. Okay, move forward from that. Another battle comes up. The lane not on the card. He not on the card. It's just another event. But mind you, like I told y'all previously, I'm there for my daughter. I'm there being a father. I'm not going to allow this situation to take me away from my child. So what I did was kept raising my daughter. Even though I know that she's a narcissist, very contradictive, very bipolar, I said, you know what? I'm going to keep raising my daughter. I'm not going to let this situation to remove me from under the roof of my child. I kept raising my daughter, take my daughter to school every single day, doing everything a father's supposed to do. In the process of me raising my daughter, another event is coming up later on down the line. The lane is not on the card. Okay. She has the event. I'm going to the event because I go to all the events. I'm going to the event, but I'm hoping the lane ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to have to really put my hands on her. Cool. I'm getting dressed. She leave. They start the event. I'm still at the crib. I get dressed. I go to matter of fact, I can't even put that out there. Anyway, let me just say this. I found out the lane was there. I said, she got to be kidding me, man. I done told you I'm going to put this nigga down and you bring him to the event. I done told you numerous times, when I catch this nigga, I'm going to put him down. Mind you, I finds out she got an apartment 40 minutes away from our crib where she lays up with the lane, leaves and says she's going to work, leaves, say she's going to do this and do that, but she goes to the crib. I've been there. I can actually give y'all the address. So she got this. She got another crib, and shout to. I don't even want to put this nigga under the bus, man. But this another individual who was married and got a crib not too far from the home of his family. But I ain't gonna put him out there. But she did the same thing, which was weirdo shit. So anyway, I go to the event. Now I already know I'm coming there. I'm putting this nigga down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Truthfully, I really wanted to really hurt him. But I decided at the last minute, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just put my hands on this nigga. I get to the.
All right, so near the end of him talking, it went mute. I guess he must have hit the wrong button or something, child. I don't know. You know, child, he Gen X, probably struggling with the Instagram, okay? He trying to keep with his little Gen Z girlfriend hitting the wrong buttons and shit. No, I'm just playing. But anyways, so after that, he spilled a lot of tea. He said Remy Ma's a cheater. She's fucking, this broke lame, messing around with women. Most importantly, he said that he wrote Remy Ma's raps. So now on top of that, Clarissa takes to social media to address Remy Ma. I'm going to go ahead and read some of these tweets that she posted here. So Remy Ma writes, if you just turned 30 and allegedly just met somebody 8 months ago that is 47 years old, that I knew since you were 10, and was married to them since you were 13, and he has 4 biological children, one 28 but will be 29, one age 25, another age 24 but will be 25 soon, and a 6-year-old baby, currently promising you a newborn, while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours and 54 minutes and 3 seconds ago. Please refrain from speaking, okay? So she's making it clear that Clarissa is basically the same age as Papoose's oldest child. Clarissa just turned 30. His oldest child is also about to turn. His oldest child is about to be 29. So then Clarissa replies back and she says, Remy Ma, I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. Yeah, we going to have a family. Yes, we're happy. And yes, you're still invited to the barbecue and cookout as long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus. And ain't nobody scared of you either. Sign those divorce papers Pap filed yesterday, miss. Then she reposted somebody named Lyric. And they say this, an elephant in the room, that's a metaphor, you slow ones. She didn't call her no elephant. She never disrespected her at all or even mentioned her name. She was asked a question. She never slandered her. Clarissa says exactly, this delusional ass lady been wanting to speak on me. I'm tired of her lying too. So then Remy Ma replies back and says, Clarissa, I'm blocked so I couldn't at you, but in case you haven't noticed, nobody is talking about July 26th. They truly don't know where it is, the opponent, nothing. Not even after this little stunt. That's what you should have been focused on all those times. Listen, if you're ready to be a grown woman, call me. You have my number. In the meantime, Google divorce mediation. I've been offering that for years. Now back to your girlfriend, Papoose. Bring that ass here, boy. Then Clarissa says, I'm a read in between the lines type person. Even if the lines are lies, I have a lot of respect for the truth. I heard so many lies today, it was crazy. One, if the Breakfast Club interview triggered her that much, just wait until I address the lies she told today. Then she says, I don't know where to start. She says, Papoose is not my manager. Mark Taffer Media is my manager. Don't let nothing or nobody play with my money. Since I've been with Pap, he has created opportunities for me to get bags. So all that talk was cap. Then she says, don't try to diminish this man's character. Pop is a helpful man. That's just how he is. It takes a lot to piss him off. He's very loyal and solid. Word is bond to him. Then she says, we've been living our best life since mid-August last year. I really enjoyed our private relationship for reasons like this. All these people judging the situation they know nothing about. Pop was separated way before I came along. Then she says, Hondas, Airbnbs, hotels, man, stop. It's crazy how everybody broke. I'm sorry to tell you, but I fight too good to be broke. All my cars are 2022s and 2023s. Pap drives a Benz and got his own place. Everyone knows my house I got. No need to speak lies when the truth will set you free. Then she says, good night. Now if I wake up tomorrow to some bullshit, it's going to be a problem. After that, somebody tags Papoose, and Papoose posted this on his story. You can see the song is called Conceited, and the person says, you wrote this too at Papoose because it's fire. He says, the answer is yes, I did. I put this on my daughter's life. Ghostwriter for the right price. It's getting real. So now after they went back and forth that night, Remy Ma took back to social media to go in. And shout out to my sis, Sweet Mom for Life. She's the one who recorded this. I'm only going to show some of it. If y'all want to watch the full thing, go to her channel, subscribe to her as well. She's been in the game for years doing her thing. But Remy Ma ended up deleting this afterwards. So Sweet Ma's the only one with this video. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
He over there all live, like the girl he is. Emotional. Shaking my head. Now I gotta sit here and wait. Bad enough I got him all the followers. This is the most people who ever had on his live in his life.
Oh yeah, and there was no shots to go to Africa. It was pills. How do I know? Because the text came to my phone because he's still on my health insurance. He just didn't want you to go. That's all. So he could sit over there and call me every day about how being here just makes me think about everything. Don't play with me.
That was in response to Clarissa posting, I should have got my shots and etc. to go to Africa. I miss Pap. But Remy did show proof that Pap was texting her while he was in Africa, sending her videos and telling her how wonderful he felt and how the weather was. You know, small talk. Didn't seem like they had any beef. So the way Pap comes out and says things, it kind of confuses people because it's like, are you cool or not? Or maybe they're just trying. So I did my little research and I literally typed in, do you need shots to go to Sierra Leone? That's where he was. It specifically said, you need shots. They are required. Yellow fever shots, along with pills. So here, I'm just clearing this up on Pap's side that I don't think that he didn't want Clarissa to go. I think Clarissa just didn't get the shots required. But most people watching are going to be like taking it as tea, like, wow, Pap doesn't really want her, but only they know. Since I cleared this up for Pap, let me clear something up for Rem.
Clarissa's out here shining like the diamond she is, and she's mad. She's bitter that I moved on. So she wanted to go on social media today and fabricate. You come on a live talking about, oh, my mother went on to YouTube and she said, are you in the hospital? Dumb fake hospital videos is old as hell. You just wanted an excuse to come up here and be malicious and make up lies. Let's keep it a buck. That was pathetic.
Pap was talking about how Remy was going live because she just wanted to like attack him and his girl. She had nothing better to do. She's clout chasing. He said that the videos in question were from months ago. And to be honest with you, yes, some were from months ago, but one in particular was as recent as the day before Remy went live. So Remy, in fact, could have went live because her mother did reach out to her about that hospital video. Only they know. But I'm just pointing out what I see and how there could be some miscommunication. Now, if you want to get into miscommunication, listen to this.
She wanted to work it out. She even tried to tell me, like I told you yesterday, she started asking me, are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that even a question? I'm going forward with the divorce, yes.
So Pap is saying that Remy wants him back. And he basically says that she was like,
So mad. I'm glad he filed, though. Y'all seen that? 5:22 today. Woo! Liddy. I'll be back to y'all when he comes to all his ridiculous requests. This man says since I've been with her, I've wrote 90% of her material. Embarrassing for who kids? My son is 24 years old. My stepson is 25 years old. My stepdaughter is 28, about to be 29. All the kids is damn near the same age as his current come-up situation. They fine. My baby, she's 6. She has monitors on her phone. She can't just see anything. She can't just go into anything. And when it get crazy, I'd be like, Daddy was upset. He was wilding out. Don't pay no mind. And Mommy had to set some things straight. They'll be fine. Okay? They'll be fine. That boy couldn't write 9% of my raps, more or less 90. I already knew. How don't let him see his daughter? How? She goes to school every morning at the same time. You can take her. I have the messages where he tried to tell me that. I said, sir, you never asked to see her, ever. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Stop playing with me. I am never going to tell a man you can't see your kid. I'm not being stuck with the kid. I'm just not. I'm not. You can take your kid. She don't know you a piece of shit. She don't know she don't know that. I'm not giving him a dime. He going in. I need my phone to come on. Tell him to tell you where he gets money from. Can somebody go over there and ask him that? Ask him where does he get income from? Somebody ask him that. Hi, Jade. What's up? Add the chick so you can see the live. Oh, wait. Yes, let somebody see. How do I do that? Bro. He man. So you know why he thinks I'm on drugs? Because he can't control me and he doesn't understand, like, who's this person that doesn't listen to everything I say? Who? Me, nigga. You said your mother called you about a video. Stop talking about my mother. Like, that's another weird thing. Like, why you still talk? This nigga still be trying to talk to my mother. He's fucking calling my sisters, trying to hang out with my brothers. Go hang out with your new people over there. I ain't trying to hang out with none of your family. What are you talking about? Giving address to some apartment. I don't know what address apartment he's in, so I don't care. I don't really care about him.
All right, y'all. So the video is pretty long. It's about 30-something minutes. We're not going to watch the whole thing. Like I said, go to Sweet Ma's channel. She has the full video that Remy Ma deleted. But this entire situation is insane. Once again, this is why I tell y'all time and time again, I don't buy none of these relationship goals and we in love in this bitch and everybody see us together and that's my man, my man, my man, my lady, my lady, my lady. Because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. And I had love for Remy Ma and Papoose, but this is messy. And it just goes to show you that that whole black love situation was nothing but a hustle for them. Because look how quickly they just destroyed their black love brand. Just both of them, just doing janky stuff, going back and forth. Some people feel like Papoose is a narcissist and he's, doing all this. And, a lot of people are going in on Remy saying that she's jealous, she's bitter, because Papoose has moved on. Other people are saying that Papoose is a narcissist. Plus, he's also Pisces. So that alone is a whole nother can of worms, child. So that kind of tells me everything I need to know as well. But his zodiac sign aside, I think this whole situation is sad. I expect better from both of them. But again, this is why people should spend more time focusing on building their own relationships and trying to be relationship goals off of celebrities. Because now we see this whole black love facade crumbling. We see them going back and forth. She's saying that he's dusty. He used her brand. He never had nothing. He's saying that she's lying. He wrote her raps. He never asked for any type of credit or residuals. So the whole thing is going to get messy, but I'm glad that somebody at least filed for divorce so that way they can take us out the group chat and they can get this damn divorce rolling. So now Papoose can start his life with his new Gen Z girlfriend, honey. And, Remy Ma can go start her life with her Gen Z boyfriend and they can leave us the hell alone, okay? It looks like they have both found their own new version of black love and I wish them both the best. My only concern is the child. Hopefully they can come together and, co-parent and do what they need to do for their daughter. The other kids are grown, but this is very sad to see Remy Ma and Papoose go out like this. So with that being said, tea sippers, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Please leave a comment down below. Hit this video with a like. Are you team Papoose? Do you believe what Papoose is saying? Do you feel like Remy Ma is just mad? She treated him badly after he supposedly held her down? Or do you feel like Papoose is a narcissist and he's a terror behind the scenes and he's just trying to flip this around on Remy Ma because he was basically able to come up off of Remy Ma's brand, especially with Love and Hip Hop. They wouldn't have been on Love and Hip Hop if it wasn't for Remy Ma. So I look forward to reading y'all's comments down below. Please hit this video with a like. Feel free to share this video and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.